geeky guy from Amelia Scott Designs. And if you struggle to use your computer because the text and the icons on the screen are too small, or if you've got the opposite problem and the text and the icons are so large that everything's jumbling into each other, I can help. And I'm going to show you how to fix that problem on both Windows and Mac OS in just a second. Now, before I show the tip and the demonstration, I want to alert you that I have published a computer book for Windows with a lot of helpful hints, tips, and instructions for how to do daily things. So if you find this video helpful, please check out the book. The link is in the description.
Okay, it's easy to change view settings on a Mac, but you do that in two different places. So for the desktop, you see I've got some files up here in the corner. I don't have anything else on my desktop right now. In my mouse pointer, I will right click and I will go to View Options and click that. And that brings up a window for the desktop. And here you can see the icon size. And if I drag this up, you see the icon size changes and grows. And then also you can change the size of the text in the file and folder descriptions. There you go. See? So those are the controls you can use to control the size of the icons and the size of the text. Now, when you're in a Finder window, when you're looking at files and folders inside the Finder, you handle that a little differently. When you have a Finder window open, you come up to View on the menu bar and you pull down to Show View Options. And in this window, you now see the controls that will let you handle the files and folders and text in the Finder window. So right here where it says icon size, I can click the bigger icon and poof, the icons are larger. Over here, I can come to where it says text size and I can choose a larger font and boom, the text is larger. So again, it's very easy. And then you can come down here at the very bottom where it says use as defaults, and all of your Finder windows will use that same icon size and the same text size. Now for me, I'm going to go change these back down to the smaller sizes. But that's how you do it.
If your text and images are either too small or too large in Windows, here's how you fix that. Now I'm showing you this in Windows 11, but Windows 10 should be reasonably similar. And of course, if you're on Windows 10, you should probably look into Windows 11 because Microsoft has ended support for Windows 10. You can see that my mouse pointer is in the middle of the window here. I don't have anything else open on the desktop, and I'm making my cursor flash so you can see it. Now I'm going to right-click my mouse button, and I'm going to come here and select Display Settings from the pop-up menu that appears. When I do that, I get a set of settings. Now, this first one, I have multiple monitors on this computer. You probably won't see that, so I'm going to scroll this forward a little bit. And yours will probably look like this. I'm going to make this window a little bit smaller because I want to show a little bit more of my screen. And I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to open a web browser window. I use Firefox a lot. And I want to show you the difference when you make a change on the scale of your monitor. It affects everything. It includes or affects the icons on the side of your screen. It affects the system display itself, and it has an impact on web browsers, word processors, any application you're using. So watch this. Right now I've got my scale at 100%. I can change that. If I change it up to 125%, watch what happens. Boom, everything gets larger. You notice that the icons are larger on the side. You notice that the Firefox window got bigger and the type in the Firefox window got larger, and the text in the system panel also got larger. Now, sometimes you want to control the text and the icons separately. You can do that. You come over here to Scale and Layout, and if you click anywhere in that bar, I normally click on the little shape here that's called a caret, but if you click anywhere in the window, it will give you more controls. And here we go. If you want to change the scaling to a specific amount, like 130%, instead of 125, you could type a number right here. But you can also change the text size. So now come look over here on the left, and in the web browser. You see that the text is pretty readable, but if I click here, it gives me this control, this slider that lets me increase the text size, and you can see a preview right up here above it. When I click the apply button, watch this. Boom, all the text is even larger. So these words are bigger, the text on each of the items on my desktop is bigger. So you can see that. Now you can make this too large where things start to get kind of crowded. So you want to experiment a little bit and make choices that work for you. I'm going to take it all the way back to 100%, apply, and watch everything go back to the way it was. There you go. I'm going to hit the back arrow to go back to where I started. I'm going to go back one more time, and that gets me here where I can take the scale back down to 100%. And there you go. You see all the changes in real time. That's how you change the scale, the size of images, and the size of windows on a Windows computer, and how you can change the text size on a Windows computer as well. There you go. I hope this has been helpful to you. Again, if it has, please check out my book, The Computer Handbook for Quilters and Embroiderers. Now, if you're not a quilter or an embroiderer, it still has very helpful information and step-by-step instructions with a lot of illustrations on the types of things you do or might want to do every day with your computer. Thanks for watching. See you next time.